Hi, this is Jay Sunhalter, ESPN3 analyst and former Pirate football tight end, and you're listening to the Sports Objective Podcast, the unofficial podcast of the Pirates.
What was it like to just have Pro Day after not having it last year?
Well, it's one of those things that it's just refreshing, getting us a little bit closer to normal, and it's great to have the turnout we had. We had every NFL team that is sending scouts out had one here, so virtually the entire league had someone here in attendance. So we had a large turnout for our guys. So excited for that, and it was great to see them. And all four of them have worked very, very hard to prepare for today, and I think they all four performed very well today. So excited to see what comes out of this.
It's interesting, I guess, with guys like Deontay and Jake. When they were here playing those last games, and then they kind of go away to work out and do different things and come back. I mean, how do you think they looked just physically and made that time between how they did?
Well, I think everybody looked in top physical condition. I mean, obviously, Deontay, I think measured at 6'5", 305. So, that's significantly, bigger. I thought he looked fitter than he did last fall. So he's done a good job preparing for this. And I thought Blake really has done a great job with his body. Weighed in right around 190. Ran a good time in the 40. So I think all of them, put their best foot forward today.
What did Deontay come out to be height and weight?
I believe 6'5", 305.
They all look good.
Thanks for being here.
Blake, how do you think you did out here today, man?
I think I did pretty good. Hit most of my goals. There's a couple of things I left out there, but that's part of football, so that was a good day.
Something to have your dad be the one saying to you?
Definitely means a lot. We got a lot of chemistry. We trained together for 3 months straight, so to have him out here and be on the same page was big for me.
He got a pretty good arm too. It looked like I was a little.
Yeah, he's got a solid arm. He can sling it. Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Your dad's throwing it." It's like, he can sling it. So yeah.
What advice did he give you for today?
Just to be myself. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to. You got a lot of adrenaline on a day like today, so you just got to stay calm and be yourself.
Been in this process for a while. Having all the scouts out here today, what in the process, what was probably the most surprising thing about the process of getting ready?
I would say, you mean surprising?
Surprising or something you didn't expect to be hard or anything like that?
I would say like the opposite. I was expecting a lot but it actually went way smoother. I would say I was nervous going out to California and training with big names and stuff like that, but I belong, and that was something that sometimes you doubt, but that's where it goes back to just being yourself. You are enough. So
What'd you learn about yourself during the process?
That I'm just as good as any guy out there. Smaller school, East Carolina. When you get out there and you're playing with guys who are like from Alabama and stuff like that, that stuff doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, everybody puts their pants on the same.
You feel like you ran pretty good in 40. Any idea what the feedback of the time was?
Yeah, the thing about a lot of scouts, which is a blessing, everybody's got the times are crazy. I've heard high 4.3s, low 4.4s. That's where all of them were between those. So I'm taking high 4.3s because that's what I was running out there. So
I had you at 4.39.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt pretty good though. Yeah, that was my goal.
Was there a moment today when you settled down at all when you made it?
Yeah,
got a certain or something that
definitely. I was pretty amped up the whole time until we started throwing and catching. That was kind of just, something that comes naturally to me. So once I started running routes and getting the rhythm of catching, it kind of just felt back into, who I am as a receiver. So that's probably what I would say.
From the feedback that you have gotten from scouts, what is it?
Just feedback, just saying like you look good today. Certain cards, hit them up. This is a lot when the calls start to come in, so you gotta watch film with the coaches and stuff like that. So just saying like keep a heads up.
What's kind of next? I mean, today was a big moment.
Yeah.
I don't want to look past that, but what do you kind of do from here, I guess?
Next is just, like I said, wait on those calls, talk well, do well in the film studies, and then just get ready for the draft and probably still train and start to amp up ready for OTAs if those are happening this year. Like COVID, you don't know anything, but yeah, I would just say train and get in shape.
Are you kind of back in Charlotte, or where do you?
Yeah, so I was training out in LA, so that's probably where I might go back for a couple weeks. It just depends, kind of. I'll probably be in Greensboro with my dad for a couple weeks as well, just getting ready.
Cool.
All right.
Good luck, man.
Deontay, how you think it went out here today, man?
I think I did decent. Some things I could have done better, but I'm just happy I got to get through this process.
What's it been like? I know it says what's it kind of been like the last few weeks, months? How have you kind of trained? You've gotten bigger. How have you been able to do that?
Just with my nutritionist, where I train, staying diligent, scheduling everything, having a plan of how you're going to live your life.
You got a lot of hype around the Senior Bowl. Unfortunately, you weren't able to play in it. What was that experience like, and did you start to hear from more teams after that experience?
That experience was like amazing for me, something I dreamed about since I was little, something I watched since I was in high school. And, it just was a dream, and more teams did start to contact me after that, yes, sir.
How much confidence did that give you? Because you were going against guys who maybe were projected early round picks, and you really held your own, if not dominated them times. How much confidence did that give you?
It does boost the confidence, but, you got to come in there with confidence. You got to come in there believing who you are and who you want to be. So, that plays a big part also.
Was there maybe one area or drill you wanted to focus on today as far as 40 or your footwork, anything you really wanted to show off?
I wanted to be complete today, so I wanted to try to dominate the whole day, I try to do everything I can, the best I can.
Have you had any interviews with teams at this point, specific team?
Yes, sir. I've had interviews with pretty much all teams.
How do you, I guess, going into the draft, what are your maybe expectations, like just from the mental side? Obviously, you kind of know what you want, but how do you approach that, I guess, just preparing for it?
For me, is let God handle everything. You do what you can do, and then let God handle the rest. So, control what you can control.
Do you have a sense at all, I guess, of where you think you might go, or that type of thing, or how did you know?
No, sir.
Okay. I tried.
It's the safe answer.
Yeah.
All right, Deontay.
Good luck, Deontay.
I think the adrenaline was pumping a little bit, so I hit the ball really strong, really well, showed off, again, the leg strength. But, there's a couple kicks I would take back, but overall, I think I have a great career, great film that stands for itself, and I hit the ball well today, so I feel great about it.
What was it like being out here today? Watching you guys, I personally would be so nervous. Was it strange having all these people, judge every single thing you do?
You can definitely feel the eyes on you, but, if you can't make a kick out here, why would they think you could make a kick in the Super Bowl? So I did what I do, and, again, I feel good about it, so it's good.
What was, I guess, your setup as far as, did you wanted to go a certain length today as far as what you can make or try? How did that kind of go, I guess?
They kind of scripted a field goal circuit for me to hit. A few short ones, we started backing up a little bit, and then he gave me a little free rein, so I think I backed it up to about 63. Cleared from there by a few yards, so it felt good to end on a long one.
Yeah. So you made a 63 to end it. Okay, cool.
We went from there to kick offs, which were scripted, 3 deep middle. All were great, coming off my foot, then 2 directional, 1 left, 1 right for hang time. And they just went really well. And we hit a couple into the wind and finished on some punts. It's a good day.
Have you got any feedback from specific teams at this point, or is it more just kind of feelers here and there?
I've had probably 8 or 9 teams reach out to me. A couple of interviews through Zoom and a few questionnaires and tests that I've taken. So any opportunity that I'm given, whether it's undrafted or drafted, hopefully whatever it is, I'm going to make the most of it, get my foot in the door, and take off. So, yeah.
We didn't see you run the 40.
Yeah, no. I was trying to preserve the hamstrings for the most important part of the show. Okay. I didn't want to tweak something doing that.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good luck, Jake.
This is East Carolina Hall of Famer and All-American linebacker Jody Schultz, and you are listening to the Sports Objective Podcast, the unofficial podcast of the Pirates.